Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This time it's not going to be about cooking. As many of you probably know, I'm due with baby number 3. So I'm going to do like an overlook of my pregnancy so far, because a lot of people have like questions and they keep just asking me questions. So I'm just going to do a video so I can go out and I don't have to forget anybody, forget to message anybody, fill anybody in, whatever. So I have stuff here that I'm gonna like just keep looking down at. So I make sure I go over everything. And you might see Goddard walking back and forth in the background, sorry. So first we'll start with when I first found out. So I found out April 5th. I was approximately 6 weeks pregnant, maybe a little over 6 weeks, but I did not know that yet. I knew I was pregnant, didn't know how far along I was. I had taken a test, I believe, March 17th, but it was negative because it was too soon to know. So I had no idea how far along I was, nothing. So I ended up calling my doctor after I got my insurance switched over because, as you guys know, we moved out to North Carolina. So I had a fight with North Carolina and New Jersey to switch my insurance, and I finally got that squared away. So that brings me to my next topic I want to talk about. My first doctor's appointment was May 20th. All they really did was I went in, they checked my blood pressure, and literally I just peed in a cup, basically, and they did a pregnancy test. That was pretty much it. They tried telling me that I was due November 20th, which didn't seem right at all to me, so I knew like they were calculating it wrong. They literally just went by my pee, basically. Like, they tested that, and apparently they got to what I was supposed to be, when I was due, but I didn't believe that because it was putting me so far ahead. It's putting me like 9 or so days, at least a week ahead, and I knew that wasn't the case. So they had me making another appointment, and my second appointment was on June 11th. I went in and I had my physical. They did a whole physical. They listened to the baby's heartbeat, which was 160. But I think it was kind of high because at first they literally couldn't find the baby's heart rate because they had me in it. I think they had me measuring it, or they had me in the computer as like 20 or 21 weeks, and I was only 15 weeks. I was almost 16. I was gonna be 16 weeks that Friday, and it was a Thursday. So literally the next day I was gonna be 16 weeks, but they had me in it like 21 weeks. So like she couldn't find where the baby was, and she was like freaking me out, which of course made the baby's heart rate raise. So I think that's why it was so high. They talked about my blood pressure because I have white coat syndrome, and apparently out here in North Carolina they don't go by white coat syndrome. What they go by is just like your blood pressure. They say white coat syndrome isn't a thing, but it's literally like a thing. I was diagnosed with it with Juliana. I went through test after test after test trying to figure out why my blood pressure was high. They thought I was gonna have preeclampsia and all this other stuff, but I never did. So I told them, I warned them, I was like, my blood pressure is always high in the beginning. It will be fine after my appointment. And they didn't want to hear it. So she said when I come back in 6 weeks for my next checkup, she wants to see my blood pressure down, or they're talking about putting me on blood pressure medication, which I really don't want to do. They also did they did blood. They took blood, which I have to give the lady props that took my blood. She did an amazing job. I didn't feel it. I normally like get real sick, like lightheaded, because I feel like, oh my god, I'm losing all this blood. But nope, I didn't feel anything. She talked me through the whole time. She was like just talking. We're actually talking about about my girls, because I said I could get piercings all day long. I just can't do with blood work and needles and IVs. And she was telling me how her daughter got her ears pierced and how she got hers, and I was telling her how both my kids have their ears pierced. So when I got the blood results back, blood test results back, oh my god, I can't speak. They told me my iron was high, or low, was low, not high, was low. So they put me on this iron medication. I have to take it once a day, plus my prenatals. So that was really it. I've been taking that for like a week now, almost 2 weeks, because I had to wait for it to be ready and everything, and then I was 2 hours away for the weekend, so I went back. So my next time I went back to the doctor was literally like that Monday. I went for an ultrasound at the same place. So she just basically was doing an ultrasound to see how far along I was, because the doctor clearly realized like she's not that far along than what we think she is. So we need to find out when she's due, all this, and what she was measuring. So they did an ultrasound. I was measuring 16 weeks and 3 days. So I put my due date at November 27th, which is my dad's birthday, which is pretty freaking awesome. And my birthday is the 28th of November. So it's literally a day before my birthday. So they also did the heart rate, which now the heart rate was 143. So it dropped. So I think it was so high because I was like stressing out because they couldn't find the heart rate. So I was like freaking out. So it was like literally a fast visit. My appointment was at 3 o'clock. I was home by 3:15. I was there at 2:45, 2:50. It was literally the longest part was waiting, and I was in and out. She has me come back for the gender scan, my 20-week scan, July 6th, for another ultrasound. Well, we're gonna find out the gender. She's gonna put it in an envelope. My mom is gonna get the gender, and we are going to do, for just me, the girls, John, if he's able to get down here, and my brother, we're gonna do a little gender reveal. We're doing 2 gender reveals actually. So we're gonna do the gender reveal on July 6th when I come back from the doctor's, and I'm not posting anything. I'm gonna record it, my reaction, and the girls' reactions, and my brother's, and everybody, and John if he's here. But I'm not posting it on here, on YouTube. I'm not posting it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, nothing. July 19th, we're gonna be in New Jersey actually for the girl's birthday. We're actually leaving July 16th, and we're gonna be doing the girl's birthday party July 19th. So following the girl's birthday party on July 19th, I'm actually going to do a gender reveal for all my friends and family and catch their reaction. So this is gonna kill me. It's like 2-3 weeks of me keeping this in, so I have to like really like stick to this and not tell anybody and just keep it to myself, which is gonna be very, very hard. So that's gonna be fun. So far my symptoms, which haven't really been many, it's mainly been morning sickness that has got me like completely, like badly. I had it until I was about 15 weeks, like super bad. Shout out to Caitlin if she's watching this, because actually I was on FaceTime with her a couple times and I literally ran to the bathroom because I ate, and the baby didn't apparently like what I was eating, which sucked because I was craving it. And I ate and I got sick immediately. And shout out to Caitlin because she stayed on the phone with me, just like when I stayed on the phone with her when she was getting sick, when she was pregnant with Nova. So, but basically it was the morning sickness, which has killed me. But I did gain a lot of weight already, so I'm thinking this baby's gonna be big. Because I was showing at like, I want to say 10 weeks, if not sooner. Like, I really gained a lot of weight. Between now and March, I've gained like 30 some pounds. So I think this baby, and it sucks because I wasn't even eating for a while. Like, I was eating, but I was throwing it up. So I was like, how am I gaining this much weight? So I think this baby's gonna be really big. I did experience swelling in my feet when it got really, really hot out, or if I was outside for too long. My feet and my ankles swelled so bad. So I just put them up, put ice on them. They ended up going down overnight, but it was just because it was so hot, because it gets hot down here. Right now I'm in a sweatshirt, but it's really cold in the house. So, but today was like 95 degrees, and then the real feel was like 100. So I stayed inside. Not happening. I was very tired for a while. Like, in the beginning, I was like tired a lot. I would like not have energy to do anything, like to eat, cook, clean, anything. I had like no energy. But I still have some morning sickness, like in the beginning when I first wake up. I can't bend down to pick anything up for like a good 2 hours when I first wake up. Even like throughout the day, if I bend over, I might like start like gagging and feeling sick and everything. So I like try to stay away from bending down to pick things up. I'll have Kylie or Juliana or my brother pick up it for me because I'm trying not to get sick. But other than that, I've been pretty good. I don't think I've been like, oh, the one thing that did make me sick yesterday, Great Value triple cheese, 3 cheese, whatever it's called, macaroni and cheese. The smell of it, I couldn't even stomach it. So I was like, nope, not eating it. So the back history. So when I went to the doctor on June 11th, she told me it's most likely gonna be another C-section. Well, it is going to be another C-section. So I've had 2 C-sections. With Kylie, I went into labor. My water broke at 6:30 in the morning, and I had no idea. I was actually in the shower or peeing or something, and it broke. And I started getting back pains. So at first I thought it was kidney stones because of the pain. So I went to the hospital, and they told me I was in labor. This was like 4:30, 5 o'clock at night. Excuse me. So it was like bad. So she had like no fluid around her. So they gave me fluids. I wasn't dilating past a 5, which if you know, you have to be up to 10 to dilate to push out a child. So I was only going to a 5. They tried to do the balloon method, which they put a balloon inside you. When it falls out, you're supposed to be dilated to 10. Well, it kept falling out of 5. So they gave me medication. That didn't help. So then it was like, I was a Saturday. So it was Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. Now at this point it's like 24 hours of labor. I'm sitting there and they told me that I'm gonna have to get a C-section. And I can either choose now or it's going to be an emergency. Well, it was a step before an emergency because literally if I waited any longer to decide, it was going to be an emergency. I never had surgery before, so I was scared. So her heart rate kept dropping with every contraction. Every time I would have a contraction, her heart rate would drop. So the seatbelt was wrapped around her like a seatbelt. The cord was wrapped around her like a seatbelt. Went from like this shoulder down and around her. So thankfully, when I got my C-section, they told me that that's why she was dropping, because when she would go through the birth canal, the cord was like pulling back on her, which actually happened to me. And my mom said that my pop-up would call me a bungee jumper because it was wrapped around me and I would just go back in when she was trying to push me out. So I got a C-section with her. With Juliana, it was the same thing. I got a C-section. They wanted me to have a C-section. I was gonna try to go vaginal for a VBAC. A VBAC is vaginal after, or vaginal birth after C-section. I was trying for a VBAC, but it ended up I wasn't able to because they didn't want me to go past my due date. My due date was July 15th, but it was a Sunday, so they don't do C-sections on a Sunday. So they weren't going to wait till that Monday to do a C-section. So they took her on July 13th. The placenta stops working as hard after your due date. So, and she was already small, so they didn't want to take any chances. So they took me. And on July 13th, and I had her as a C-section. And the cord was wrapped around her neck twice. So it's a good thing I didn't try. It was very, very loose because it wasn't tight or anything. But it's a very good thing why I didn't do it. Because that would have been like bad. So I'm probably gonna do one of these videos like once a week, just to like, it'll probably be shorter every week than this one, so just like get a heads up on how I'm feeling, what's new, what's going on, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of have some questions I posted on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. If you have any questions for me about my pregnancy, slide up, drop them below, message me, comment, whatever. So we do have like 13 questions here that I'm actually going to do. So this one came from TikTok. What are you craving? So mainly I have been craving Wawa hoagies, which sucks because we're 3.5 hours away from a Wawa. Luckily, when John came down last month, actually 2 months ago now, right? No, we came down in May, not April. Okay. So last month he came down to bring some more stuff, to bring Goddard and my brother's car down. So he stopped in Virginia for me and got me a hoagie, and that was like freaking love. Like, it was like heaven in my mouth. But I really want a Wawa hoagie, so I can't wait to go to New Jersey next month. Boost slushies I've been craving too. They don't know what Boost slushie is down here, so it's like, I want one. But my most recent thing that I've been craving, green beans. And when I was a kid, my grandmother used to give us vegetables like on a summer day, and like ranch dip. You would take the seasoning, the ranch packet seasoning, and put it in sour cream and mix it all together. So I've been craving green peppers and cucumbers with the ranch dressing, the ranch seasoned dressing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call it. Seasoned dressing mix, I don't know. So really been craving that. I will eat a whole green bell pepper in like a sitting, and a whole cucumber. I don't even care. Like, I just have been craving them nonstop. I don't think I'm craving anything else. I think that's really it. I haven't really been craving. Oh, and I've been craving those breakfast crunch wraps from Taco Bell. We went to go to McDonald's when John was up here last month for breakfast, because I wanted breakfast, and we really didn't have anything breakfast food except for eggs, which make me sick. So, except for in the crunch wrap. I don't understand that. But, so, we went to McDonald's, and as we're going to McDonald's, he goes, we should have went to Taco Bell for the crunch wraps. And instantly, I was craving them. And I have been craving them since. I don't even know how many times I've gone to Taco Bell since then. So my next question came from my cousin. She said, are you nervous to have 3 babies? Not 3 babies. I'm not pregnant with triplets. It is 1 single baby. She means like 3 kids. So yes and no at the same time. I worked in a daycare, so I kind of feel like I know how to handle 3 kids, because we would have 6 kids at one time. So I'm not too scared of it. What I'm more nervous about is when the baby starts walking and I have 3 children to run after. Because Kylie and Juliana like to go one this way, one this way. So I know one's gonna go this way, and this way, and they're all gonna go in different ways, and it's just gonna be a mess. This next question came from Facebook. What tipped you off that you should take a test? So, in January, most of you know we got evicted. Well, I forgot. They give you an hour to grab what you need. And I forgot my birth control pills. Leave it to me. So, and then I didn't go back to the house for another month. So at that time, it was like my body was already screwed up as it is. So I never got my period for like, I got it twice in January and that was it. But I got it twice because I stopped the pill. So it was literally a week apart. So I was like, something's wrong. Like, I'm not getting my period. This is weird. And my mom's like, oh, it might just be from the hormones because you stopped your birth control. I think my mom said that. Somebody told me that. And I was like, okay. Well, then I kept getting nervous. I was like, what if I'm pregnant? Like, so I kept taking test after test. I took 5 pregnancy tests, 4 of which came back negative. And then my 5th one finally came back positive. So that's kind of what, I just was really emotional. And like, I'm not, like, literally John spazzed out on me because I asked him if he was off today. And he was like, I guess he just woke up or he was in a bad mood. He's like, I told you, yes, I'm off today. I already told you this. And I like cried. Like, I never cry when he like does that. He doesn't really spazz out a lot, but like, if anyone spazzes out on me, I don't cry. I just get angry and I want to fight back. But I have bawled my eyes out that day. So I was like, yep, time to take a test. The next one came from Instagram. And it's a 2-parter. So I'm going to answer both parts. I'll read both of it, and then I'll answer each part. How is this pregnancy different from your last ones? What's the hardest part of this pregnancy? So, how is it different from the past ones? So with Kylie, I had no symptoms. I got sick twice. I thought it was from ShopRite food because it was both times I had ate ShopRite. So I thought maybe it was just ShopRite's food. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I never thought it was morning sickness, nothing. So I had no symptoms with Kylie. Juliana, I had morning sickness for like a month, if that. But I never threw up. It was always like, I was always just like nauseous. Like I would get out of the shower and go to get dressed and just be nauseous. So that's definitely different from this pregnancy because I was nauseous for a while for the first trimester and a week into the second trimester with this one. What's the hardest part about this pregnancy? I would think being nauseous and not being able to do a lot because trash makes me nauseous. Like if I go over to the trash can to like take the bag out so I can take it outside, it makes me nauseous. I want to throw up. Dishes, if they're dirty in the sink, I can't fill the dishwasher. It makes me nauseous. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I told you bedding down, stuff like that. Like it's the hardest part because spending down picking up after 2 toddlers all day is like the norm. So now that I'm not able to do it, it's a little harder. And in the beginning of when I was like really tired, I didn't like feel like doing anything. So that was really hard. The next question actually came from my best friend who I consider family. Actually, the next 3 came from her, of course. Came from Caitlin. I know she doesn't care if I give her the name. And my cousin, Shayna. She knows who she is. But no. So this one came from Caitlin, and the next 2 came from Caitlin. She said, do you want more kids? We'll see. I've always wanted 4 kids, so I might want 1 more. Not 100% sure. I do know I want to have more. If I have more kids, I want to be done having kids by the age of 30. And I'm 24 now. I'll be 25 in November. Caitlin also asked, how have you been feeling? Recently, I've been feeling really good. I've been getting things done a lot. I've been wanting to clean nonstop. I'm always like vacuuming. I vacuum like 4 times a day, I feel like. So it's actually getting a lot better. She also asked, what made you want another child? So I've always wanted 4 children, and come to find out, my dad said to my mom told me my dad said he wanted 4 kids. So I guess it runs in the family. I am like my dad's twin, so I guess it just runs in the family. But I've always wanted 4 kids, so I kept telling John that I wanted another kid like soon. I didn't mean this soon, but things happen, and I don't even care, because like it's meant to be. So this one came from Facebook. I'm not gonna say who it is because they should know, and it's kind of just a dumb question. Not dumb, but okay. Is this John's baby? Yes. I've been with John for 5 years, so all of my children are his. So Haley asked me this. What do you think you're having? So I'm hoping for a boy. I kind of feel like it's a boy. I don't know why. I have like this weird feeling that it's a boy. Like with Juliana, I couldn't, like, I was like, I hope it's a boy, but I know it's a girl. But like now I feel like it's a boy. So we'll see. I go back in 2 weeks, so we'll see. I'll be videoing that day, just to let you know, but it will not be posted until July 20th or around there. So Melanie, my best friend, and the girl's godmother, asked this one. How does your family and the girls feel about you having another baby? So the girls are like super excited. Like Kylie is super excited. Juliana will come near me and like jump on me. She'll be like, "Don't, you're gonna hurt the baby." Yesterday she told me she was gonna throw a water balloon at me. She goes, "But mom, don't worry, I won't hurt the baby." She's just so cute. I cannot wait. I know they're both gonna be really good big sisters, because Kylie already is, and I'm really excited to see how Juliana is. My family, for the most part, is very supportive. My brother is very supportive. My mom, they're both excited. Aunt Shelly and Uncle Joe are very, very supportive. I think actually before I told anybody besides like Caitlin and Haley and Melanie and Rachel, they're my best friends right there, so I have to tell them like everything. I think besides, like, out of my family, Aunt Shelly and Uncle Joe were the first ones to know. So there was one person, I'm not gonna name names, who was very ignorant to me when I announced it, and then had the nerve to ask if I knew what was happening. So I'm not gonna entertain any negative feedback. I'm not gonna entertain any negativity at all. So I will not be keeping them updated, nothing, because I don't feel like it's necessary. I am a grown adult. I am 24 years old. Yes, I have 2 kids, going on 3, and I'm only 24. I will be 25 when I have this other child, or the day after, somewhere around there, like close in that age range. But I've been with the same guy for 5 years. That's more than most of my family can say. So it's like, I don't see a problem. No, I'm not married. No, I'm not engaged yet. Cough, cough, John. Maybe you should do that. Anyway, but we've been together for 5 years, and when I first met him, he told me he wanted an army, so I guess he's getting his wish. But no, seriously, like, I'm a grown adult. I can take care of my children. I've been taking care of my children since day one, with the help of family when they want to help me. Yes, I don't ever ask for help. So I feel like it was very rude for somebody to come back to me and say that they weren't shocked it was no surprise to them. They've been waiting for months. Just the way she said, he, she, it, thing, whatever. I'm not going to say who it was. So if you know, you know. But it was just very ignorant for them to say that. I'm like I said, I'm 24 years old. There's no need for you to say it. Didn't even say congratulations, nothing. I know a lot of the family is probably talking about me and maybe jealous, maybe just wanting to run their mouths about me. I don't care. I'm not supporting any negative activity that they want to say. They can talk about me all they want, but just know that I'm doing everything I need to for my children, and I will continue to do it no matter how many kids I have. So we're gonna leave it there. The next question came from Facebook also, and it says best tips for morning sickness. So what I found with my morning sickness was like any hard candy, like Jolly Ranchers, mints, lemon heads, those Prego drops from Target or Walmart, I think you can get it from now. The Lifesavers, the hard candy Lifesavers, any hard soury candy like that helped. Also helping me in the morning, eating something like crackers, something small before I got out of bed helped. I was gonna try the B6, the vitamin B6, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't find it in a gummy form, and I have a hard time swallowing the pills because of my nausea. So, vitamin B6 helps, I heard. C-bands I also heard help. I tried it with Juliana, but it didn't really work with me. But definitely candies. Jolly Ranchers for sure. Thanks to Caitlin for telling me that. But definitely like mints, stuff like that definitely helped. Oh, and if like your body like tells you don't take it or don't eat it, or like the smell makes you sick, then it's like telling you to stay away from it. Okay, so the next one came from Facebook as well. This is the second to last question, and then we're gonna wrap things up. What are things nobody tells you when you're having a baby? So I feel like nobody told you about the recovery. Trying to take care of a newborn, and even if you have other kids, for me, like with Kylie, we'll go from Kylie and then we'll go to Juliana. With Kylie, I had a C-section, as I said. So trying to take care of a newborn on top of trying to recover from a major abdominal surgery is like hell. And then adding to it with Juliana, when I had Juliana, I had a toddler to take care of and a newborn, and I was recovering from a surgery, a major surgery. That is very hard. Like, they don't warn you about all the changes you go through. Like, you can bleed for like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Like, it doesn't stop. So it's like it's hard. And then like you can't lift anything if you have a C-section. I don't know about vaginal, but I definitely know with C-sections you cannot lift anything more than the baby. So trying to lift Kylie in and out of a crib was difficult. Trying to go to doctor's appointments, difficult. I always had to have somebody with me, which sucks because I hate asking for help and I hate having people do things for me. And I had to take it super easy because I could rip a stitch, anything can happen. So you have to take it really easy. You're not supposed to drive for 6 weeks. I drove 2 weeks after I had a baby. But I felt perfectly okay. So I knew my limit and everything because I went through it before. But you're not supposed to. But you're not supposed to do any baths, none of that for 6 weeks. So it's very hard. Also, like the cluster feeding, I feel like with breastfeeding, nobody tells you, because I breastfed Juliana for a day and a half. She wasn't getting everything that she needed. Before anybody shames me, she wasn't getting all the nutrients that she needed and nutrients that she needed from the breast milk. So I had to switch her to formula. She was always constantly hungry. And like with breastfeeding, like you can't have somebody else feed your baby for you while you go get a shower or anything. So that was the hard part. Can I help you? Okay, so the last question came from Snapchat, came from Marissa. When did you first find out you were pregnant? Like I said in the beginning, I found out. John, leave me alone. I found out April 5th when I took a pregnancy test. So.
You couldn't just lie and do something more clever than that shit?
John! I already discussed that in the video. So that really does it. Every time I do a video once a week, like I'll post on Facebook, Instagram, maybe Twitter. I don't really post on Twitter. TikTok, Snapchat.
Just want to say one thing. This video was sponsored by...
No, it's not sponsored by anything. So like I said, I'm going to put on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, maybe a section where you can ask me questions for the upcoming video. It can be about anything about the pregnancy.
I was about to say, you can do that on Instagram.
I have been. I know nobody asked me, but as of today, I'm 17 weeks and 3 days. Just to get that out there. So, my next video will be sometime probably towards the end of the week for my maybe I'll wait till my 19th week because I just posted a video. So I'll probably post it when I'm 19 weeks or a little after I'm 19 weeks. And then I'm going to be doing my 20-week video, but it will not be going out right away because that's when I find out the gender. And I'm not posting that at all. If I can get pictures of the baby, I'll try to put it in here. They do things differently down here, so I didn't even get a lot differently. I didn't get any ultrasound pictures yet. I didn't even get to see the baby on the screen. They do it on a computer, and it's literally like right in front of their face, and you're laying all the way back here, and the computer's over here, and you're all the way back here. So it's like I didn't get to see the baby at all yet. So
I guess that's why they tell you to bring somebody with you. So that they say.
Well, they told me I could bring somebody with me. That's another thing. On my ultrasound, they told me the Friday before, the Thursday before, oh, you can bring one person with you to ultrasound. Me and Mom get there, and I walk in. I was like, I'm here for an ultrasound. They told Mom she couldn't come in. I was like, they told me I could. So my mom literally came for nothing, and she sat in the car the whole time, which I was in and out, so it didn't matter. But I just it's all because of this COVID-19. And I hope this thing goes away because it's like sucks because I can't bring nobody with me to see the baby.
It's only gonna get worse in the fall.
But hopefully I'm gonna ask them next ultrasound if I can get any pictures or if I can get a CD. Somebody said something about you can get a CD, but you have to pay like $2-3. So if I have to do that, I'm gonna do that.
Which is something I don't understand.
They should just give you a picture of the baby.
They should just give you a flash drive.
It's your baby.
They should just give you a picture of a flash drive, a picture of it on a flash drive, because then you can just
do whatever you want with it. Yeah, but so I'm hoping I find some more answers out when I go back, which I go back July 6th. And then I go back for my other appointment July 23rd for a regular doctor appointment, which will probably just be listening to the baby's heart rate. So I will post probably July 19th. If I have time, I will post it then because July 19th is going to be busy and I have to go to sleep early because Monday morning I have an 8-hour drive home. So,
fucking damn it.
The lids for the trash can just fell.
And I just took out the trash.
So, I'm hoping to get that up for you. It'll be for my 20-week appointment first, and the gender reveal that we're doing at home here first, and my reaction, this one's reaction, John, if he's down here, his reaction and the girls' reaction.
She just stole my idea.
And then,
I want my royalties.
oh my god. And he's going to post it on his channel. If you don't go subscribe to his channel already, if you're not subscribed already, that's what I meant to say.
I'm at 540. I got the more views.
But his is all wrestling shit. If you want to listen to baby shit, come here.
It's not all wrestling shit. I have you know.
Okay.
I have YouTube news too.
So, his YouTube video will be in the description below. Or his YouTube
Channel. There's your
channel.
drink.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Don't worry, it's not alcohol.
It's tea. Lack of tea.
Was tea.
In John's cup.
Sheets card?
Yeah. So, I'm gonna do that video. It'll be my reaction. Everybody here that's here, their reaction. And then when I do it in New Jersey, it'll be everybody else's reaction. John will be kicking the football, so it will come out pink or blue. Here we're just gonna do confetti poppers because my mom has already got them.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for food in the background. I'm really hungry. I had
So-
some drinks and I'm hungry now.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for this. So this is gonna be all the way up until my pregnancy's over with and I give birth. And then I'm probably maybe gonna do like once every couple months an update on how things are going and my recovery and everything.
Why don't you do a vlog?
I might just do that. So if you want to see me continue this after my pregnancy, leave a comment down below and we can do a questions video, all different all different kinds of stuff. You guys, whatever. But we'll talk about that in the future. So that's gonna be do it for tonight's.
Did you tell them how bad of a sister you are?
Why?
She won't tell me what we have planned for going down
Oh yeah.
to Jersey.
If you guys know, because I told a couple of you,
She's an
don't tell
asshole.
him. I'm not gonna tell him who I told. But we have something planned for him on July 18th. Wink, wink. Y'all know what it is. Some of you.
17th too.
He has a wrestling show July 17th.
I don't know. It's my dad. Our dad.
I was gonna say it's our dad. But July 18th, that weekend's booked. July 18th, we have something going on for him that a lot of people know about. Not a lot, but I want to say a lot because
And I also
wanna
gotta
feel
teach her how to do this YouTube thing. Plug your merch.
Okay, John. And then the girls and the gender reveal July 19th, and then the 20th we drive home. So that's gonna be a very busy
And
one.
the
So
21st, we all regret the trip going down to Jersey.
the 21st we have to go pick up mom. 2.5 hours away and the dogs. Then the 22nd we relax, and then the 23rd we have a doctor's appointment. So it's busy that week.
And
But-
sooner than that, we regret everything about everything.
So that's gonna do it. If you guys have any other questions you want me to answer in another video, you can leave the questions in the comments and I will make sure I write them down and answer them in the next upcoming video at like 19 weeks, which is a week from Friday. I'll be 19 weeks. So yeah, so if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment of anything you want about the video, about my pregnancy, whatever, in the description below. And we will catch you when I'm 19 weeks pregnant.
Go check out the merch.
Yeah, I have merch. I'll put it in the description
You
maybe.
gotta start plugging your merch.
All right. Bye, guys.